apparemment, il n'y a pas de monde dans lequel c'est Vogel.
Let's continue our chat a little later. I appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Manchios. Wait just a moment, I have something to check. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Pinchetti. We'll continue later.
Are you done yet? Can I leave?
Bon, il faut que je me fasse mon opinion. Vogel estime qu'il est possible que la lettre soit en effet adressée à Mancho s'il n'est pas en mesure d'expliquer comment elle est arrivée dans sa poche. Matista a corroboré l'idée que Manchos était peut-être le destinataire de la lettre. Fabio souhaitait couper les ponts avec M. Manchos, mais s'en trouvait incapable pour des raisons pécuniaires. Manchos nie tout lien avec la lettre et affirme que Vogel l'a prise des mains de Fabio. Reprenons tout depuis le début. Un jeune homme poignardé d'une dague de cérémonie en pleine poitrine gît sur une stèle rituelle à l'intérieur de la salle de l'hôtel. Il s'agit de Fabio. Il y a une quantité importante de sang qui provient principalement de la blessure de son thorax. Les lacérations qu'on observe sur sa tête semblent quant à elles le résultat d'un traumatisme contondant. Ce lieu offre à celles et ceux qui le souhaitent un endroit fumé dans le confort et l'intimité. J'ai observé des gouttelettes de sang sur le tapis, une bouteille de vin tachée de sang gisait aussi au sol. J'ai relevé des traces de sang ainsi qu'une empreinte sur le cadre de la porte. Le meurtrier a attaqué Fabio dans le fumoir, le frappant la tête avec une bouteille de vin. L'assaillant s'est ensuite précipité sur la porte de la salle de l'hôtel pour la verrouiller de l'intérieur, utilisant pour se faire une clé qui était déjà en sa possession. Le coupable a alors traîné Fabio, mourant, jusqu'à l'hôtel avant de le poignarder en pleine poitrine à l'aide de la dague rituelle, puis a tracé des symboles occultes autour de l'hôtel avec le sang de sa victime. Le meurtrier a caché les habits ensanglantés dans la vieille garde-robe. Enfin, l'assassin a nettoyé le sang sur sa personne et a saisi une nouvelle robe avant de quitter la salle de l'hôtel à l'insu de tous. Ce serait pas un peu vu si Pinchetti était sorti en robe de soirée? J'imagine, ouais, si, non, j'allais dire, j'imagine qu'il y connaît rien à l'occultisme. Non, mais si, en vrai, il arrête pas de nettoyer toute la merde. Donc, en fait, les trois suspects s'y connaissent en occultisme. Matista, elle a un livre. L'autre, là, c'est son livre, donc il l'a lu certainement. Et puis Pinchetti, il arrête pas de nettoyer la merde derrière tout le monde. Donc, Pinchetti, il aurait pu changer de vêtements, oubliant ses chaussures, mais il serait parti en robe de soirée donc. La porte était fermée à clé la première fois que Vogel a essayé de pénétrer dans la salle pour parler à Fabio. Une heure plus tard, Vogel a tenté de l'ouvrir à nouveau et a réussi à entrer, car rien n'obstruait la serrure de l'autre côté. Selon les dires de Vogel, Fabio était un artiste de charme venu divertir les riches invités de la soirée. Matista était la consoeur de Fabio et œuvrait à ses côtés. Manchos est le propriétaire du manoir et l'organisateur de ces soirées. Vogel ignore qui pourrait qui pouvait être en possession de la clé permettant d'accéder à la salle de l'hôtel et m'a suggéré d'interroger Manchos à ce sujet. Bon, ça, d'accord. Je sous-signé Santos Pinchetti atteste de mon témoignage signalant un meurtre suspecté au manoir Manchos dans le Grand Sarret. Alors que la maisonnée s'affairait aux préparatifs de la fête, j'ai entendu des bruits terribles provenant de la salle de l'hôtel qui était fermée. Immédiatement j'ai pensé, un sacrifice de quelque être vivant orchestré par Kurt Manchos en personne venait d'avoir lieu. Je voyais déjà, le sang sur les murs, des symboles étranges à poignard dans le cœur. Dès l'instant où j'ai retrouvé l'usage de mes facultés, je me suis précipité au poste de police afin d'y rapporter mes observations. La salle de l'hôtel était fermée, il peut pas y rentrer. Puis plus tard, il rentre dedans. Et il a pas croisé. Il a croisé personne. On a retrouvé un livre qui décrit le rituel, d'accord. Kurt Manchos est le propriétaire du manoir et l'organisateur des soirées. Il a engagé Fabio pour participer au rituel mis en scène. Il possédait une clé de la salle de l'hôtel. Il a été appréhendé et se trouve désormais dans la salle d'interrogatoire numéro 5. Ok. Moi j'ai plutôt tendance à croire que c'est Manchos. J'ai tendance à croire que c'est Manchos dans un acte passionnel, dans un acte non maîtrisé. Pourquoi est-ce que... Quel aurait été le mobile pour Mathilde ça déjà? Ouais. Pour moi, c'est moins de choses. Et je pense pas que ce soit de sang-froid. En fait, c'est dans ses propos. Le fait qu'il dit non, non, mais cette lettre, elle m'appartient pas. C'est ça vraiment qui met la puce à l'oreille.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matista wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
For what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr. Vogel. He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you planned. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on it. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful. And Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchios.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Of course, a staged murder was certainly not planned. You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
Early 60s.
who hosts the cream of Cordona society, cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
Fabio played with your feelings. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way that you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You were passionate, and so you struck him. Once you understood your mistake, it was too late. You were afraid, so you staged the ritual. With such a story, you might be sentenced to a few years. It might clean your conscience, and soon the case will be forgotten.
No. No.
This is my decision. I'll talk to Constable Oswald to see what I can do.
Ceci est ma décision. Tu vas aller en prison, mon pote.
There's no fool like an old fool. Kurt Manchios did it. A young boy played with the heart of an old man. The latter couldn't handle it. The evidence I obtained clearly shows that the quarrel was not intended to end badly. It was an accident.
Showing pity towards your own kind, Holmes. Whatever.
All I'm saying is that prison won't take much away from an old and crushed man.
Fine. A big name like that will still give me a promotion. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
Bien. Bon, évidemment, on saura jamais si on avait raison. Ils ont envoyé un innocent en prison.
Oh, you did it, Sherlock. The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo.
It is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
It was the best decision I could obtain. The truth must be told in the way it is most acceptable.
You're making progress, Sherlock. I was right to believe in you. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I'm failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
A comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity, and it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
Oh yes. It's a struggle, but yes, we can make our own decisions. That's what I fight for.
What an endless fight it is. Will you ever give yourself a break, Sherlock? You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
Super. La table des archives. Mais non, je suis con, il est là le truc. Les agents ont été dépêchés au manoir de Stonewood pour y constater un décès. La morte identifiée comme étant Madame Violet Holmes gisait dans le jardin du manoir. Une inspection visuelle du corps a permis de déterminer que la victime était trempée et portait au cou une profonde entaille verticale et longue de 5 cm. Porté au cou. Son visage était gonflé et couvert de rougeur. Cause probable de la mort, hypoxie. En attente de confirmation par le médecin légiste. docteur Richter a été arrêté sur place, le corps a été envoyé pour autopsie.
Garden. There's a garden behind our manor. I forget. That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Harry, it looks like you've almost found what you wanted.
Merci noyé. Sa blessure était peut-être une ultime humiliation du tueur ou une tentative désespérée de la sauver. La blessure à son cou résultait d'une trachéotomie, ce qui n'a aucun sens, il était vraiment en train de se noyer. Bon, pour l'instant, on sait pas.
A manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry?
Mycroft's umbrella. The only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Sherry, please listen to me. Sherry,
John, I always listen to you.
you don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. I don't know what is beyond this door, but I can feel it. Buzzing, angry, like a fly at the window.
I know. I can sense it too.
You locked away this memory for a reason. There is only pain here.
Pain. And truth.
You do not need to suffer either. There is so much more we can do on Cordona, so many others we can help. There is no coming back from this.
On va faire une petite sauvegarde quand même. Hein.
I find myself awash in uncertainty. Perhaps now is not the time, with so much left to do.
Thank you, Sherlock. Thank you. Some doors can remain closed.
Cordona still calls for us, yes. And we will answer. But know this, John. One way or another, we will find ourselves back in front of this door, unable to avoid the truth any longer.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. There is no coming back from this. Please.
Je dois en finir.
John, my animum, my brother, there is nothing more important in this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me, but my path was set long ago. I can no more step off it than I can ask the avalanche to roll back up.
Just... please be careful, Sherry. I love you.
Quite. Come on. We'll go together. Why didn't I remember we had such a big garden?
Maybe you forgot it for your own good. That's the descendant of a tree your father planted in London, correct?
Indeed, we planted the sprout here, and for a while it grew happily. Alas, it seems without us here to care for it, it didn't survive.
Pourquoi il a remis ses vêtements? J'ai pas le droit de me changer, d'accord.
Ah yes, the statue of Merope. My mother was trying to restore it. Pity she never had the opportunity to finish.
Ouh là là. Ouh là là. Oula, on se croirait dans un tableau de monnaie là.
That's from Mother's favorite tea set. What is it doing in here?
Come here, Sherry. Hurry!
Waouh, c'est flippant. D'accord. Potassium bromide.
These must help calm her down.
Me dis pas que c'est lui-même qui a buté sa daronne.
What are you thinking about? Is everything all right?
Oh là là. Je me chie dessus là.